Hi everyone, so first video review for this week is for The Burden of Happiness by Luci Dreamer. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So The Burden of Happiness by Luci Dreamer, and I've had this for a while and I kept meaning to read it, and then I just I've got to read it. So it's a very deep and meaningful story. Sarah is kind of stopped, she's kind of been stopped from living her life by this past trauma that's really, really affected her. And so she returns to her hometown, and she meets Kate, and she's very confused and scared by the connection she shares with Kate. But spending time with Kate actually gives Sarah the opportunity to sort of find out everything she's missed out on and experience life. The life she's always wanted and what she's always hoped her life would be like. But it's the emotions and the demons that sort of threaten to hold her back. So I absolutely love this story. Very deep, very meaningful, packed with lots and lots of emotional moments. And it gave me a lot of pause for thought, because Sarah had quite an experience in life, and hints of what had happened to her, and thoughts, feelings, and emotions that that traumatic experience had on her life. But also, it provided her sort of with a lot left for you to relate to, because whether you've been through that situation or not, Sarah was going through so many things that there was going to be something you could relate to along the line. And there were many a moment where I was really saddened, but completely understanding of everything that Sarah was going through and why she was protecting herself the way she was. And it all felt kind of familiar in a way, even though, like I say, you might not have been in Sarah's shoes, but you could still apply it to your own situation and feel that connection with her. It makes you very empathetic in that way. So everything was covered during the story, especially those that were pretty harrowing or traumatic moments. So at times it got quite heavy with the subjects it was covering, but Luci's handled all the topics with sensitivity and care. And so although it's quite upsetting to read about, Luci's made sure that it's related to the story and it's necessary information for you, and it's not taken out of context, and it's not handled with no sensitivity. It's literally everything is handled with the utmost care, that if you have been through this or experienced it, I think you'll actually find some comfort in being able to relate to Sarah and everything she's going through. So it was just such a relatable story in that way, and I felt very moved by being able to share her story in the moments and everything that she was going through, because it helped to fully understand her as a character and sort of the decisions she was going to make and the ones she had made. So her connection with Kate was really, really lovely. Kate had patience, she was very understanding, she really wanted to help Sarah and be there for her whatever happened. So whether it be that they got together or not, she really wanted to just be that support system. And the fact that Sarah had so much support from Kate, and then also her brother as well. So she had Cole and she had Kate, and they were just there for her, and they were very supportive throughout everything Sarah was finding out. And she had to overcome the trauma of the past. She had to learn that things weren't as black and white as she first thought they were. There was a lot more going on, and therefore she had to question some things, and she had to learn to open up to find that happiness that she's really, really wanted. And so that was only sort of achievable with the love and support of Kate and Cole, and them just being there whenever she needed them to be. So as I said, there was a lot of relatable emotions in the story, and it can apply to many situations, so I think you'll find it relatable. So anyone reading, you'll be able to get that connection with Sarah, and it will be established quite easily. But I really enjoyed the story, couldn't put it down. And so I do actually really, really highly recommend it. It was quite therapeutic to read and just see somebody else experience it with another character, really be there in the moment with them and understand them. So for all its darkness, it was a really, truly beautiful story, and it was actually quite encouraging and empowering about how you have to champion your own ship to find your happiness. If you don't overcome those things holding you back, then it'll be you that stands in your own way. So I absolutely loved that, and it had great sort of story behind the story and everything. So it was a really, really great story, which I really, really enjoyed, and I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of The Virgin of Happiness by Lucy Dreamer, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read The Virgin of Happiness, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below. Please let me know what you thought of the book. And if you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, you're planning to read it, or you're now really, really intrigued and thinking, I really want to read that book, then again, please comment below, let us know. And if you do read it, as I said, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.